Yo, mic check. Let me make sure my sound is good right quick. Let's see, is it too loud? Music too loud? Voice too loud? Let me know. What's up, Shadow? What's going on, Magic Rounds? What's up? He said early game today. Did you have you spoken with Zeno yet for his playlist? Not yet, but I'm going to probably at the end of this week. I'm just gonna pay him a flat rate. Cause I need a couple songs, you know what I'm saying? Like just a customized playlist. Something original, you know, something that doesn't exist. Yeah, let me turn to live chat. Put that boy at the top. There we go, live chat. Boo. Nice. Okay, yes, we good. We good on both. What's up, people? What's good? We got this heat warning going on, man. So you're gonna be hearing me drinking a lot of juice. Shouldn't ever be drinking juice. I should be drinking just water. But it's like 90 degrees over here, man. It's fucking ridiculous. I already know about where y'all at. It's probably hotter. RXY, what's up? Saw damn Shadow's still around. Hell yeah, Shadow's still around. That's the OG right there. Hey, hey, yo, Shadow. My ass is a lurker too. I be lurking at everybody's shit. I just don't say too much, you know what I'm saying? But I be lurking in a lot of people's stuff though. Just chilling. Yeah, this weather is nuts, man. I'm a big time lurker. I even lurk with my own family. And they be like, how come you don't be saying anything? I be like, because, bro, I just be chilling sometimes, just watching you do your thing. That's it. Sometimes you just want to sit back and watch, you know what I mean? Green skin, what's up? Yeah, y'all got 90 degree weather up there. Bro, I forgot all about Mango. Mango hit me up, like, I would say about a month and a half ago. Let me know how he's doing. He's doing good though, so you know, don't worry about that though. He's good. Wait, hold up a second. I'll make this a little bit more clear. It should be 720 people, so make sure there we go. That's clear. Crystal clear now. Let's get it. I gotta make sure this heat don't fuck up my Wi-Fi. Cause y'all remember what happened with that Resident Evil live stream. Say it's been good. I don't know if you remember me, Shadow, but I'm Ray from Instagram. I definitely remember you. Yeah, the electric bill will hurt, but it's better than shit, for real. I guess that bill just gonna be high. It's 80 right now in Cali. How is it hotter in Michigan than it is in California? That shit is ridiculous. Bro, Michigan need to chill out. We been getting some weird ass weather over here in Michigan, man. For real. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, shit we ain't never seen before. The type of weird shit we getting is like how Texas was getting snow. Remember how they got like 6 inches that one time? And Texas ain't never had no snow before. They was all going crazy. They like, what is this weather? That's kind of how we feeling right now. We have never had this heat before. I have a question about construction. Is construction a beginner technique? I've seen videos where artists are just starting drawing lines without building it up with shapes. You always start with basic shapes. Construction, I've never heard of that term before. But in general, what you do, you always start with basic shapes, especially if you don't got anatomy training. If you don't got anatomy training, you always start with basic shapes. Circles, squares, rectangles, triangles, all that type of shit, right? Use triangles basically for this portion of the body right here. So that's what I always do, like, and I envision that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm drawing the torso, you always envision a triangle, like an upside down triangle. And then for the bottom half, you do another triangle. And then rectangles for the arms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets very, very simple. And then you do circles for the joints. That's how you simplify it in your mind. But, you know, and then you can start getting more detailed as you go along. But you always start off simple. Remember, like I said before, I'm stupid. So what I do is I simplify shit to make it easier for me to, you know, to understand. Like, they study 80 and 90, but can hit 100s quickly. Yeah, that's why I gotta stay the fuck away from there. I told y'all that one time I went to Texas, man. It felt like, no. Yeah, to Houston. I went to Houston to go to Anime Matsuri, right? When I say that there wasn't a car out, no, there wasn't a person walking in the street. That's how hot it was. Nobody was outside. Not one person. And this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when it's like the busiest time, you know, like when it should be peak time, right? Nobody was outside because it was so damn hot. You couldn't even feel no wind blowing. You just felt just straight. Like, it was like you was in a microwave. I'm like, this is utterly ridiculous. I don't see how people can live down here. But they can. If you used to it, man, you used to it. Hey, 40K is crazy. That's my highest vid yet. That's crazy. I did not expect that shit at all. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys know how I am. I could care less about views and shit. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But it's still, you know, like, it's still a feat. So let me just acknowledge that, though. Like, and I appreciate the people, you know, who's chiming in and watching and stuff like that. Like, it's cool. I didn't really get as many negative comments as I thought I was going to get, though. I was expecting people to say some shit, you know what I'm saying, to go back and forth with me. Because going back and forth is engagement. That helps out. Nobody really wanted to go back and forth. Yeah, the pin. You always gotta have one pin of shame, man, for real. Because people get so comfortable about saying shit without consequence. So that's the reason why I do that pin of shame, to let people stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you say stuff, most people are so used to just their comment going into the ether and just fading away, right? But what I do, because I live in the real world, what I am used to is consequence. So if I say something, I got to stay on it, like stand on it, right? That's why I try to hold my audience accountable. Like you say something crazy within like one of my videos or comments or whatever. Okay, fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin it so you can defend yourself, like we're explaining yourself. Have discourse. Go back and forth. But most people don't want to do that because they're just used to just saying shit and just fading into the ether with no consequence. I'm like, nah, you have to stand on business. If you say something to me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold you accountable. That's why you can't just say anything to me. That's not how this shit works. Yeah, it's a lot of comments. So much so that where I didn't even look at it, like and listening to everything. But I'm gonna go back and look at it though, like just to see what's going on. But that shit get exhausting. I'm just gonna be real with you. Captain with the 5, what's going on? He said, I heard the sweet baby like extortion and blackmail to game science on Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, somebody sent me an email too about what's going on, which I'm not going to disclose that information because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reveal it within a later video. But I got sent 2 emails that are very credible from people within the industry. They actually saw my video, surprisingly. I'm like, this shit is crazy. Yeah, but they sent me something directly. They said, hey, like, if you're interested in this, like, this is what's going on behind the scenes. So, like, we just gonna, like, just leave this here. We appreciate what you're doing. But if you want to see, but if you want to touch base on this a little bit more, here's a little bit more information. That's what happens when you speak on stuff, letting people actually hear. You actually gain more people to try to, give you a little bit more information about what's going on. So there's a lot more stuff, trust me. And these are people from the industry. They're very credible. I'm like, oh, shit. Maki, what's going on? She said, congrats on 4K, almost 5K. Appreciate it. Thank you. Damn, I'm almost at 4. I am at 4K. I'm almost at 5. Wow, that shit happened overnight. Guys, thank you. I appreciate that shit. That shit is insane. That happened fast. Large Small World, what's going on? He said, nicely done on your vid. Fun reading the comments. The comments is pure comedy and gold, man. It's entertainment. That's the best part. Zero Power, what's going on? $5. He said, like, are you a fan of Blood Rain? I used to be, back in the day. Would I want them to make a remake? No. Not at all. But the Lollipop Chainsaw game is actually going in the right direction. The only thing that I wish it was, I kind of wish the Lollipop Chainsaw was an actual remake, not just a remaster. Because, like, we all know that this game is just a remaster based off of how it looks. But they're adding a ton of new features. I'm still going to support it, but it is what it is. But I wish it was like a completely done remake. I guess that take a lot of resources. Mizu, what is going on? This is a play on her outfit from her original outfit, and I turned it into a swimsuit. I told you guys what I do with Genshin characters and all those other type of characters too that be having difficult outfits and shit. What I do is I put them in a swimsuit. You guys know how I am. So I kept the top, I modified it a little bit, and then I turned it into turned into a swimsuit. But back in the day when y'all used to request those Genshin Impact pictures, you guys know exactly what they get. They get in a swimsuit. I don't think it's grapes. I think it's like coconuts or eggs or some shit like that. Something like that. Who knows? It's anime. Blood Rain is too much for a lot of people today. Man, especially. Blood Rain, like, let me put it like this. Like, Blood Rain was done today by, let's say, Shift Up. That game would break. Jesus Christ, that game would do good. But it's not going to happen. Captain with the 2, he said, yeah, like the tide is turning. The question is how steep. Let's put it like this. How far are we willing to go? You got to be willing to completely go cold turkey with some shit, though. That's the thing. Like, if you're not willing to do that, then it's not going to go that far at all. And I mean as a collective. 1 or 2 people can do shit. Yeah, that's fine. But, you know, like, it has to be a complete cold turkey to where, like, we all just stop buying shit that is being produced. That we know is coming from a particular group. That's why I said before in the video, nostalgia is the biggest weapon that they got. They attach themselves to projects that we grew up on. Like now we love just out of emotional responses, right? So let me put it like this. When I see Gears of War, the first thing I do is I light up. Without even no reason, no nothing. Strictly because my nostalgia goes back to the first time I played Gears of War, which was Gears of War 2. So they use that to their advantage. They like, okay, so this is going to hit a lot of people emotionally because they know what this is. That's what they do. They attach themselves like leeches to these projects because they know it's easier to hit nostalgia than it is to create something themselves because they know it's not going to fucking sell. Godzilla, what is up, man? Greenskin said, yeah, like, did you hear about, did you see Hammerhead vid I sent about the ISOM art competition? No, I still have not checked that out, man. Jesus Christ. I got super busy, like, off of that one video, too. But here's the good news. I got all week to myself. So, this is going to be me just catching up on a lot of stuff and doing research, though. And just working on projects and stuff. So, yeah, like, so I might be able to check it out during this week. But I still got it, though. He said, like, yeah, see, on the Yusuke issue, he is overly romanticized. Absolutely. Like, in real life, Yusuke wasn't even an actual samurai by definition. He was taught the sword, like, in the one battle he was directly involved in. And plus, he immediately surrendered as soon as it got to a conflict situation. So he never even did anything. But they're romanticizing it, of course, because black people, we want a hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want a hero, like, in history that's propped up in another genre. For some odd reason, we don't propagate our own history, but we like to infiltrate other people's history to make it seem like we were something else in that history. Why can't we prop our own selves up in our own history? We have a lot of rich history when it comes to African lore. So why don't we use that shit? Why do we have to take something else? That's why I don't understand, though. Like, I just don't get that part. But they romanticize it like crazy, like what he just said, because they wanted to make it more than what it is, because they want to seem more important in shit that's not even ours. It doesn't make any sense. You don't see no other ethnic group doing this shit. We don't even have full information about them. No, we don't. The only people that do is Japanese people. Rufy, what's going on? He said, like, Jay, like, do you think, what do you think of Silent Hill 2 remake? To tell you the truth, like, it might be a good game, but I'm not going to get it. Strictly because of my principles, though. I'm not saying it's going to be horrible, but I just know, like what I said, though. My ass would not be making these videos, like, if I was not, you know, like, if I was just going to just hunker down and just get the game anyway. Like, I know who's involved with the game. So, for me personally, like, I'm not going to get it. But if anybody else get it, that's fine with them. Like, if it ends up being fun, more power to you, even more. But I can't get it myself because, like, that just goes against my principles because of what I spoke on. Captain with the 2, he said, like, well, fan-made, like, in self-insert fiction exists, though. It does, though. But today, you have to be careful with it because there's always agendas behind stuff. So that's the thing. Like, if it was just done in good faith, then nobody would be complaining, but the veil has been lifted. Now everybody There's just a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to anything being made like that. Period. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to just let it sit, let it ride, and then eventually that time will pass. But you can't force feed people to, you know, like into thinking that something is good when the taste has already been tainted. That's not how humans work. Once you got that bad taste in your mouth, you don't want to eat the rest of the plate. How many times have y'all guys had something, you know, like a dinner plate and something like that, right? Like, and it's like a 4-course meal, but you tasted one thing on your plate that was just, you know, like that's touching something else that's probably better than what you had. That's, you know, that what you're trying to taste. But that thing that you just tasted was just so disgusting that your whole entire thought process of the meal on your, you know, like on your plate is just completely ruined. Now you want to just toss the whole thing out. When there's good stuff on the plate, but your whole vision of it is tainted because of what you just taste. It's gone. That's the same thing that's happening with the industry. We are very simple creatures to figure out. I hate when my food touches though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that particular when it comes to like Thanksgiving food. You know, like, you know, you just have like 4-course meals or whatever the fuck, right? When my food touches, I don't care what it is. I just start to think differently about it. I'll be like, yeah, I don't want that touching it. Let me just move this over here. I gotta keep it separate. Saints Row been dead, man. Once they got picked up, that shit that shit was gone. Once that shit started looking like Watch Dogs, that's how you know it was over. Comics Brand, what's going on? He said, "Sup? What do you think of the What do you think of my art on my channel? You pretty good." What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to you about publishers too, because like I'm in the process of trying to find one for my graphic novel as well. I'm actually getting close to the point, but I gotta hunker down. And that's partly what I'm saying is too, like this entire week, like that's what I'm gonna be working on is my graphic novel. Speaking of Gears of War, I heard that Space Marine 2 is going to have a feature where in the campaign you're going to switch to multiplayer and go on missions that relate to the campaign. That's kind of sweet. Didn't they have that in the last one though? I think they had that in the last one though, where they could do like co-op, not like multiplayer, but like co-op though. You know what I mean? I'm not getting the game either if it's woke. Well, it is woke though, so there's that. Fucking advertisement, are you kidding me? Hold up. I shut this shit down. Oh, that's YouTube, bro. Yo, guys, like, there's nothing I can do about these advertisements, man, because like I try to fix it behind the scenes before. They should not be doing this mid-screen though. Like, I sent something to YouTube to basically see like why they're doing that, like how to fix it. They still haven't got back to me yet, of course. But there shouldn't be no advertisements midstream. I don't know why they fucking do that. And I don't even have that shit on. Zero with the 5. He said, like, instead of making that trash pandering Assassin's Creed game, why not make a static shot game something people want? Hey, they should have been did that back in the day. They should have been did it. Like, you know a studio, like, and I know what you guys are gonna say though. You know a studio will knock that game out of the park? Fucking Insomniac Games. You want to make a game about a black superhero? You didn't even have to do Miles Morales. You could have did Static Shock. You would have been successful. They would have knocked that game out of the park. And that's just to give them credit. Because they do be making some good ass games. Like, I love Sunset Overdrive when they did it for you know, for Xbox. And then I did like Spider-Man. I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, I like the Spider-Man Miles Morales game too though. They would kill it if they chose to do Static Shock. But nowadays, that game would be hella woke though. Severely. Jordan, what's going on? King, what's going on, man? So yes, I'll be getting back into making video edits. Just made one of Batman. I uploaded it later. My girlfriend called it a thriller. Oh, nice. You gotta upload it to the Discord, man, so I can see it. Appreciate it, brother. There was co-op in Space Marine 1, but it was unrelated to their story. I played that game on Xbox the first time, though. That game was extremely fun, though. I was looking for that Gears of War itch back in the day, too. That's the reason why, like, I actually stumbled across that. That was back before I even knew anything about, you know, Warhammer 40K or anything like that. I was like, oh, this looks like Gears of War. That's why I jumped on it. That's why I said nostalgia is a hell of a drug. It's a hell of an emotional response, because like if that wasn't the case, I would have never jumped on it. And then I went and did a deep dive on the lore when it comes to 40K. And I got infatuated ever since. But the only reason why I looked it up was because it looked like Gears of War. Yeah, the actual Black Superman. I forgot he even existed, but yeah, there is one really. You rather Insomniac do Black Panther? They got a Black Panther game coming out with Captain America and stuff like that. Y'all seen that trailer, right? I'm not sure what studio is making that, but it's not the normal type studio. You know, like not the ones that actually own the rights to Marvel, because Insomniac, apparently they own the rights to Marvel, you know, like and partner with Marvel right now too. That's the reason why like they're allowed to make the Wolverine game and stuff like that too. So, but I don't know how like this other studio is making the Black Panther and Captain America game when it's not Insomniac. But it looked like a tech demo almost though. What's our current project? What you working on right now? Also, what studio did the Infamous series? Sucker Punch. I forgot about that, man. Yep. Hey, you know what? I changed my mind. Let Sucker Punch do it. I forgot about the Infamous series, man. They've been quiet, but that's mainly because they've been working on Ghost of Tsushima. Killing it. And you know what somebody out of spite said too? They like, yo, bro, we should all play Ghost of Tsushima on the day that that Assassin's Creed actually drops, just so they can see the numbers go through the roof. Just to show what people want. But this is what we gotta do to show people exactly what we want. You gotta be petty like that. Petty with a purpose. Guardian, what's going on, man? What's up? Plus, you got a lot of what if stories day one for me. What you talking about, the Dragon Ball Z? I gotta pick that shit up too. I haven't played a good Dragon Ball Z game in a long time. And I mean in a very, very long time. She doing the thicky B waifus. Music gonna kill that also. That's just right up her alley. Black Panther game is going to be done by a recent employee of Sweet Baby Inc. So I'm going to leave it. Oh, they are, aren't they? Of course. Literally everything is touched. When it has something to do with mainstream shit like Marvel and stuff, of course they're going to be touched. Because that's a big... You got to have some deep pockets to have the rights to a Marvel product. So if you got deep pockets, more than likely, they're going to be involved in it. 9 times out of 10. Ghost of Tsushima is straight goated. Sucker Punch. Oh, he thinking about the Zack Snyder film. Nah, like Sucker Punch the studio. Oh yeah, you did have an evil route and a good route in Infamous 2. I forgot you can do that though. Like, I always play as the evil route anyway, so I really didn't give a fuck. I was just destroying shit. What was that game where they went straight emo though? I think that was Second Son or some shit. That was back during the emo phase. Remember they was turning every single character into like an emo Devil May Cry looking like character. They did the same shit to Dante too. How the gaming industry gonna have an emo phase? Love Ghost of Tsushima. Of course, I rented it, and I had to return it. Damn, that sucks. That's why I download every game I got. But even that's not good too, because apparently you don't own your games anymore. I'm starting to figure that shit out. Well, we all knew that anyway. When you buy it digitally, you really don't own your shit at all. You just feel like you do. Back to job hunting mode. Godzilla, what happened to the business? I thought them don't, bro. You know, every time I see your name, I just think about them donuts, right? But what happened on Real Talk though? That shit crazy. That's why shit can change in a second. There's a Wonder Woman game coming out. Well, you know they're going to do her the same way they did in that Suicide Squad game too, right? They're going to treat her with the utmost respect. So you ain't got to worry about that shit. But it's going to be a very feminist game. Just like how everything is. And I hate the fact that I can just predict this shit, but it's just the truth. Like, they're just one note. They're very one note when it comes to the type of shit that they produce, because they can't do nothing else. They have no talent. All they can do is virtue signal, because it's just nothing but activists. Hopefully Iron Man isn't touched. Nah, he's gonna be touched. It sucks to be a Star Wars fan. No good games or TV show. Well, there are some good games though. Like you got the what's the name? What's that fucking game that I just played? But the only reason why like those were good was because like those are like Souls likes. Those games are pretty good though. I love those games. How come I can't think of the name? Y'all know what I'm talking about though. Those Star Wars games, those 2 ones, the 2. Nah, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. He said, yeah, it's a long story, but it happened. Damn. I didn't lose any money, so I'm good. Just kind of sucks. Hey, there we go. Hey, he came out unscathed, especially when it's an investment. When you speaking on investments, yeah. But I do know, like, you know, like if you want to be a part of something, the money don't matter. There we go. Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. Those games, to me, I love those games. But like I said before, that's because it scratched my soul's like itch. That's the only reason why I probably liked it though. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan though. I'm not at all. The only reason why like I watched The Mandalorian was because it didn't feel like Star Wars. It just felt like a good show. But I do feel bad for them, man. That shit sucks. Seems like the best superhero games are the ones that that feature Batman and Spider-Man. That's because they're easy to do. You basically got to be a retard to fuck up Batman and Spider-Man because like the lore on them. Let me put it like this: like if you're a writer within the industry, like you get handed a Spider-Man or Batman project, there's no excuse why that story should be bad. No, zero. There's too much lore on these characters. You can't fuck that up. You really can't. That's just like giving that shit to me. My ass is not even a writer, but I could come up with a better story with Batman and Spider-Man being involved because I just know the characters. Case in point with that Wolverine shit that happened on YouTube. That fan film, right? That's a good ass scenario to put Wolverine in. The only reason why that happened was because a fan thought of it. Nobody in the industry would do what that person did at all because they're not clever and they're not innovative enough to do that shit. The fans will come up with shit like that. Yeah, there's a Wonder Woman game. It's been in development for a while. The writer they got on the game was the same one that was against Hogwarts Legacy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dead on Arrival. Ooh, wait. Yeah, Cole Vein was pretty good too, though. I played that for a second, but I didn't beat it though. I played it for a good second. I was just sitting down, it was free. So I downloaded it for a quick second, played it. I didn't finish it though, but it was cool. It was cool. It wasn't bad at all. Hey, you know what's a Cardinal Sam, Mark? The fact that they still no Magic Rounds, my bad, bro. The fact that they still haven't came out with an original Hawk game just by himself. They haven't came out with a Hawk movie ever since the Edward Norton movie. They have been butt fucking the Hawk when it comes to everything. Like, and the only original story that the Hawk got is She-Hulk, and She-Hulk is not even about the Hawk. It's about She-Hulk. How does She-Hulk get a series before the Hawk got a movie or a series or a game? That's how much they're trying to push him to the side. They be fucking up the Hawk like crazy, man. Like they don't give him no respect. Zero. I don't like that shit at all. He said, I'd rather watch a Star Wars porn parody than anything Disney makes. Yeah, they be faithful as fuck to the lore. Gotta admit, like that X-Men Origins game. Oh, that was the shit back in the day. Nah, of course it was better than the film. Number one, you get to cut people in half on... Wait, there was two versions of that game. There was the uncut version and the regular version, right? I always played the uncut version where you get to, you know, actually do some physical damage and shit. That version was just... Boy, I'm like, this is how Wolverine should be. Just cutting people in half and shit. That's how it should be. And they never made anything like that ever since. Never. I don't even know what studio was behind that, man. But they just dropped a banger and just never dropped anything ever since. One hit wonders, boy. Speaking of Batman games, I'm still astounded by the fact that the Arkham series graphics still outclass the graphics of recent games. You know why too? This is a video game, you know, perspective. They use the engine that they use, right? Like, and this is the downfall when it comes to having better technology today than they had back then, right? The Batman Arkham games had to work off of you know, like a weaker engine than they have to do now, which means they do like illuminating light. They do, you know, fixed lighting to where like you don't have to, you know, to where your system isn't going crazy trying to render everything like in real time. So that Batman game looks amazing strictly because everything was fixed. But here's the point though. Would you rather have it look like that because it looks amazing, or would you have it be realistic but looks shitty because sometimes real life looks shitty sometimes? That's the dilemma when it comes to the you know, like the entertainment industry. They're trying to innovate technology, but whenever you get closer to reality, sometimes things in reality doesn't look as good as things that are artificially created. Let's just be real. That's the reason why the Batman game looks so good compared to, let's say, Suicide Squad. When Suicide Squad technically is a higher technical achievement than Batman Arkham Knight is. But Batman Arkham Knight looks better because they're working off of weaker hardware, like, and they got fixed artificial graphics. That's the dilemma behind that. But only like an artist would know that shit. But that's what's going on. Like, if you talk to a 3D rendering artist, you know, who knows engines and shit like that, they'll tell you the exact same thing. That's the reason why Batman Arkham Knight looks better. The Suicide Squad is technically better than, you know, that game. Me personally, give me the artificial shit all day. I really don't care. Just have it look good. That whole realism, you know, trying to put all these, no. Say a hot take. I think Cole Vane has the best character creator of any Souls-like. You're probably right. You're probably right. The Souls games, let me just be real. Them characters ugly as fuck. You have to have skill to create a good character in the Souls game. We all knew that from the very beginning, though. That's why whenever you do see a good-looking character in the Souls game, you be like, man, that motherfucker put some time into that shit, because he did. You gotta be an artist to be able to create somebody to look good in the Souls game, because they all look ugly. But it fits the world, because everybody in the Souls game is ugly. It's a damn shame too, because the Hawk has plenty of interesting lore. War Hawk, Planet Hawk, Red Hawk. There's plenty of stories you can go off of that shit. It's great for a modern Hawk game, absolutely. And he got plenty of villains. So it's like, what are y'all doing? I know what they're doing. I'm just gonna shut up. As far as I know, like, there was only the uncut version of Wolverine. There was a regular version too, like, that was extremely light, to where like it didn't show blood, gore, none of that shit. Like, it was a T-rated game, and then they had the M-rated version of that game, to where you actually get to rip people fucking in half. That's the version I got. 2003 and 2008 were the best versions of the Hawk, absolutely, because he was vicious and big. Midas, what's going on? What's up? 20 times, what is up, boy? Weaker hardware equals innovation. Stronger hardware equals process and factory made, explains today's times. There we go. My man's get it. That's exactly what's going on. 100%. Let me break this down a little bit more to you too, though. That's just like how back in the day, how you know, like this. Using a calculator users versus people who don't use calculators. The person who don't use calculators is going to be better at math than the person who do use calculators because they got the tool to where they don't have to think. That's the same thing when it comes to using these, you know, these hardware systems that are more advanced than the systems that existed back in the day. The artist was more dependent to be an artist than it is today. You could use less skills as an artist today, like, and still come out with results that you couldn't have done back then. You had to have more artist like integrity, you know, like in you know, kind of like a skill set. You had to have a way better skill set. Nowadays, you don't even need it. You basically got a calculator. And they do that for faster production times. Because they're like, well, we can get this shit out quicker. And that's all they care about. He said, "Not like I knew that setup. I knew about the setup on wanting to be realistic to life, but when talking about the superhero, the director and the visual team should also prioritize the setting of the game and the characters." True, absolutely. What the fan art? What is up? Got the villainous Dr. Stone going on here. Said, bro, Halo 3 looks so great despite 2007 technology because the lighting was also man, I still replay that shit till this day. So well done. Early builds of Halo 3 look like Halo 2 before they changed the lighting. Yeah, because it's all about lighting, man, too. Like, lighting does dramatic things to everything. 2D art, 3D art, it really doesn't matter. Lighting is extremely important. Bro, these fucking ads. The only reason why I know you guys are getting ads is because I got a second monitor monitoring this shit too. This shit is fucking annoying. Sorry about that, people. For real, like, this shit shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening at all. And I don't like it. Guardian, you smart for that though. He said, yes, I actually like to use the character creator on Call of Vein to help come up with character ideas for my stories. That's genius. That's actually pretty smart. Especially if you got a good character creator though. But you know what's going to be my next favorite character creator in a game, which I already know this character creator is going to blow this shit out the water. Monster Hunter Wilds is going to have one of the best character creators on the market when that shit hits these gaming systems. I kid you not. You know, you want to know how I know that for a fact? Because the last Monster Hunter World had one of the best character creators. One of the best. For me. Dragon's Dogma did too, though. No. Nothing's being Dragon's Dogma. What am I talking about? Nothing's being Dragon's Dogma's character creator. You can literally create whoever you want. Said, don't think you'll be taking away my power PC. Nah, so I seen what you got, man. Like, you got something good. Keep that shit. What about homeboy still hurt over me jokingly calling him lame dude for going to Yellow Belly drag strip? He's sensitive, huh? Yeah, Nintendo has never prioritized graphics over gameplay. Never. They know their fan base. They don't have to have a completely next gen system where the graphics are outrageously good. They don't. That's not their market. So what do you do when you don't have to focus on graphic fidelity? You focus on fun factor. Tay, what's going on, Illmatic? What's up? I don't get ads when I join Jay's stream. Good. That's the only time when you should get it. You shouldn't get it mid-stream. I don't know why. YouTube fucking up for that, though. I don't know why they're doing that. Maybe I should try that Guardian using character TV to create character ideas. Yeah, that's actually pretty smart, though. That is an idea that I didn't even think of. Last Monster Hunter creator, but yeah, no, Dragon's Dogma is the best. I forgot to even say that. I forgot that's a sin on my part for not even bringing that up. Dragon's Dogma got the best character creator on the map. There's nothing touching it right now. But I do think that Monster Hunter Wilds is probably going to, change that up. There's going to be a lot of people creating some cool stuff in that game, though. Ghost, what's going on? He said, yeah, like it used to be before the Wii. See, my ass haven't owned a Nintendo console in a while. In a long time. I've been stuck on Xbox, PlayStation. I'm probably going to get rid of both of those to get a PC. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm going to keep it a buck. I want to not be a peasant no more. So on YouTube, each account that is producing content can take out ads specific to them losing out on revenue, but YouTube would still push ads for YouTube's revenue. Yeah, that's the reason why they still do this shit, even though I got it turned off. So they're basically forcing me to make money even though I don't want to. These are personal streams. I don't care about making money during these streams. There you go, Ill. What is her name? Kirsame or some shit like that? I had to put her in a swimsuit, Taylor. You know how it is. She was getting a little too difficult at first. I'm like, bro, I gotta put her in the swimsuit like now before I commit to this outfit. Which I was thinking I was gonna do it too though, but like I would rather not. Because like I was just thinking about the setting and everything too. I was gonna do the see-through shit, but I'm like, nah. You need to talk to Tay about what I think about the Bleach females, about the Bleach characters in general. Sharper brush strokes for those on painting retextures, more color fidelity. Plus it just adds a little bit of oomph to it too as well. That's the beautiful thing about doing things traditionally, because you add the textures without even trying. You know, like it just, you know. Didn't I do Rangiku at first? I think I did her a while back though. Pizza, what is up, bro? He said, like, unfortunately I can't stay. Hey, that's fine, man. You got shit to do. But hey, can't wait to see it finish. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for hopping in. You should make a manga, like it would be amazing. Which I do got a manga right now too. I got a manga that I'm working on that's almost finished. People who know me know that I've been saying that for a while. But I'm literally like basically just knocking on the door right now. But I just keep on having life shit happen to me to where it just keeps getting pushed back, and I'll, you know, be adding to it. I'll be changing it up, trying to update it, all that type of shit. But it's getting close to the very, very end. There's gonna be like more than 160 pages to this prologue story, so that's the reason why it's taking a long time for me to do. Plus, I just be adding shit too, to where I'll be like, man, I want to add this too, just to extend it a little bit, maybe to add more context and stuff, you know. But it's over 160 pages, just for the prologue, just for like the little, you know, prologue to introduce the story. And it's not just graphics and resolution, it's the scale of the worlds, dynamic environments, dynamic NPC crowds, true, that all takes a factor. So many factors that better hardware is essential for. Yep, but you always, there always got to be a sacrifice when it comes to that too. So you have to, GPU requirements, CPU requirements, all that type of stuff. You have to manage Depending on who the developer is, like how the engine is built. That's why you have to train your engine depending on what type of game you're building to fit your needs. There are some people who still don't know how to use certain engines to get the most out of your CPU and, you know, like in your GPU. Most people don't even know how to do that. That's why what Stellar Blade actually said, remember when people was freaking out with the size requirement that it takes for Stellar Blade to download, right? They said no. 32 gigs tells you that the developers actually know what the fuck they're doing. Most of these games shouldn't be 80 fucking gigs for a single player game. That means they do not know how to manage your CPU. They don't know how to manage it at all. That blew my mind at first, cause like that made me want to do some research on that. I'm like, oh, so that means they don't know what they're doing when the game is that big when it comes to the gigabytes. They're like, yeah, they don't know how to use what they got, basically. I'm like, oh wow, that shit is crazy. But they're right. $160. That's One Piece prologue. Yeah. Hey, you know what, Shadow? Like at first on paper, this shit wasn't even supposed to be 100 pages, but I kept going. So that's what made it 100. You're like 160 plus. I was like, okay, I guess I'm keep going. I guess I'm gonna keep going. I guess I'm gonna keep going. Then I kept on saying that every single week until it just kept getting further and further. That's what happens sometimes too. Like you just don't know where your story's gonna go. I changed up my lore so many times too, like to fit where my thought process was and the time frame that I'm thinking of. But it's all gonna be consistent though. It's just gonna continue to get deeper. Stellar Blade was only 32 gigs. The reason why COD is so fucking taxing is because they're holding space hostage for future DLCs. That is the only reason why it's that much. COD should not be that much at all. Guardian said, nice J-Law, I hope one day to make my own manga as well. I'm currently trying to do the writing part first. Good. Get the story and characters first. Get that shit out the way first. Get your lore, story, characters, all that shit first before you start drawing, because that'll basically be working backwards. You don't want to work backwards. That's what I did. Like, and I'm an artist though. Like, that shit was kicking in me so bad. I was like, bro, I want to draw these characters so bad. But what I had to do is I had to tag up with a writer. Put me down, like, and they sat me down like we just talked about it. And I was like, okay, so this is the story, this is the premise, and this is the lore, this is where everything comes from. And then you build it from there. But you're doing it right. Gabriel, what's up, man? Captain with the 2 again. What is up? Appreciate it, bro. He said performance or graphics? Performance. I never go graphics mode. Never. There's no point. Never, ever, 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 ever. I never do graphics. I could care less about reflections. Fuck, I care about reflections for an action game. It's good to see when you stand still, but I'm not standing still in the action game. I'm constantly moving. No, like, I haven't tried it yet. Have you tried applying your manga for the VIZ Originals manga program? Nope, I haven't. I didn't even hear about that until now. Ain't no reason for games to be 100 gigabytes. Exactly. And that's what the professionals say. That's not even me. Because I don't fucking know. I don't know about that shit at all, but a professional told me that. He's like, yeah, there's no way in hell that this shit should be 100 gigs plus. It's stupid, actually. I'm like, wow, that's the first time I ever heard of that. That's what happens when you talk to experts. You learn shit you didn't even know. And they'll tell you what's really going on. I'm trying, Shadow, but hopefully this shit comes out within the next couple months or so. Who knows, man? I'm not gonna give it direct time, because every time I do that shit, it always gets pushed back or whatever the fuck happens. And I'm not trying to speak out my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I want to do is just be consistent. And apparently life keeps happening to where it sounds like I'm not consistent with this fucking manga. So I'm gonna shut my damn mouth and just, let life. If it ends up coming out sooner, then it comes out sooner. If it doesn't, then you know what it is. But I'm having fun with it. That's the important part. Said true, like there's always a sacrifice in resolution management. Point being, more hardware you have to work with, less sacrifice needed. True. For Nintendo's creativity, games are held back on the Switch. They are. That's how I felt with Breath of the Wild. But to tell you the truth, Breath of the Wild still did its job. So let me put it like this: would I rather have the Switch focus on my needs, which I'm clearly not the targeted demographic when it comes to that, because like a person who enjoys Breath of the Wild don't even think about the same shit that I'm thinking about when I'm playing it. They don't think about, well, this game could look better. That's what I'm thinking about. But that game was made for people who don't think like me. They just like Zelda and they play it. And the world is big. The gameplay is amazing. All that shit is top notch. They don't give a fuck what I think, because that's not me being the target audience. And they like, why would I risk going the high fidelity route for you when my fan base like the game just how it is? That's just like the Souls genre. Like, there's been plenty of people trying to get the Souls genre to have better graphics per se, right? Like, they try to make fun of it. But me, on the other hand, I only care about graphic. Like the gameplay part. So it's a little bit of an oxymoron that like I care about Zelda's fidelity, but I don't care about the Souls game's fidelity. We're weird as people, man. Like, that's just how we operate. We be contradicting ourselves sometimes, though. But it's all about what you like. So you let shit pass because you like, because of what you like. What the fan art? Appreciate the 15, brother. Jesus Christ. So when does the top come on? That's gonna have to be the DLC. Zod, what is up? Says Zod, coming up with names for your characters, environment, and storytelling is annoying. That's the funnest part for me. Cause you know how I create names for my characters? What I do, like, you just talk. You sound stupid trying to come up with names and shit, but you never know what sticks. So what I do is I just say a bunch of shit just randomly, right? I'd be like such and such, so till I land on something. Then I tweak it. Then I look it up to see if it's actually a real name. What's his meaning and shit. And then I can, like attach that to a person. That's the funnest part though, but it do come up as, sounding stupid. You just sound like you just speaking in tongues or whatever the fuck. That's the funnest part of character creation, bro. Coming up with them names. You know what it is hard though? When you have lore, coming up with the names of cities that don't exist, coming up with the names of places that don't exist. What's the name? How those interact with each other. The people in it, all the different personalities and shit. You basically have to, like, I hate saying this shit, but it's just the truth. You have to play God, basically. But it's just the truth, though. That's basically what it is. Like, when you're creating deep lore and shit, you have to think about everything. The systems, who's interacting with who. You have to basically do a chart to be like, okay, this got to stay consistent with this. These people act like this. These people do this. They don't believe this, so they wouldn't act on this. It's crazy, the amount of shit you got to do. That's why it takes a team. You think I'm doing this shit by myself? Hell no. Hell to the fuck no. I'm not doing this shit by myself. There's a storm here in Texas busted out. Wait. In Texas busted out my favorite move so the rain could go away. You stupid, bro. Now people started staring. Wait, they staring at you? Cause you trying to do the rain dance to get the rain to go away? Oh my god. I'd rather have rain right now than anything. This heat is fucking terrible. Hey yo, like if anybody got the link, man, like y'all able to put it. You know what? I actually got it up. Let me do it. Let me do it, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me do it. This would be embarrassing. This would be embarrassing if I can't do it. Alright, hold up a second, y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna put the link in the Oh Jesus Christ, I'm old as fuck. Let me do it, y'all. My old ass gotta figure this shit out. I gotta figure it out. There we go. Damn. Are y'all proud of me? I figured it out. I feel good doing that. Friendship between countries may go back years. Yeah, true. So does the evil history too. And that's the thing. We seeing that with Russia and Ukraine. But I'm gonna stay out of that shit. But that's exactly what it is. Hey, y'all, appreciate y'all for real. I appreciate you. That was a feat. Mark, appreciate you for coming by, man. Thank you. She's looking great so far. Then looking forward to seeing the finished version. Look on Instagram. You on Instagram? I keep on forgetting too. Do you guys want me to start posting this shit on YouTube? Because like I know that some of these people are coming from YouTube and not being on Instagram. Cause that's where I post all my shit at. You know, like it's on Instagram. The art stuff. Teal, turquoise. Cause she got a little bit of teal shit going on here. I gotta do a cleansing when it comes to my the colors I got right now. Hey, there we go. Appreciate it, brother. Oh, there we go. Said Jay, the mosquitoes are the size of human thumbs out here in Texas. That's why I'm doing the rain dance. Hey, yo, you know what? You got mosquitoes. You know what we got? We got fish flies. We got fucking fish flies that literally cover entire buildings to where you can't see shit. You can't see nothing. And then when they all start to move at the same time, it looks like the entire building is moving. It's creepy. But because where I stay at is by water, we got a boating town. You know, like, so where like everybody has a boat out here. So it's like there's nothing but fish flies that come in this humid ass weather, especially now. Yeah, my door is probably covered with fish flies right now. But that's what happens when you buy water. When you buy water, it's nothing but them ugly motherfuckers that don't do nothing but die the next day. That's all they do is die the next day. And they just take up space on the ground and it just looks nasty. Fish flies are pointless. I don't understand why them things even exist. Fucking ugly. Yeah, it's ideal for photos. Fuck the reel. I can't stand the reels, man. Stop trying to be TikTok and Thank you. That's what basically ruined everything on Instagram. I'm just gonna be real with you. Them trying to compete with other platforms killed it. I'm like, I don't want to create reels. I don't want to do none of this. I'm not a video creator. Well, now I am. But at first I wasn't. I didn't have no interest in doing it at all. Especially on Instagram. I'm like, why would I do that on here when it's a photo app? You gotta make reels because we're trying to compete. Fuck your competition. I don't want to be a part of that shit. That shit got on my damn nerves. I don't even see the same people posting on Instagram anymore like I used to. There's not people posting on there whatsoever though. You know, like that they used to be hella active. They're all gone now. Like there's very specific people that's still on there. But I don't see that many people on there at all. Oh, you know that's 2B, man. That's I can spot her from a mile away. There we go. You think social media declined in the last 10 years? Absolutely. Social media is not the same. Social media is just a fucking marketing program for the next thing that's coming out. That's it. Meta owns basically everything when it comes to that shit though, but it's like they only care about very specific things. There is no platform for artists anymore. None. What Instagram was back in the day is not what it is now. That's why what I'm trying to do later on in life is what I'm eventually going to do is come out with the best social media platform for artists. That's basically what I want to do. That's my end goal. Regardless of what I talk about on here, that's my end goal. My end goal is to come out with the best app possible for artists. To market themselves, sell themselves, all that type of stuff. Speaking of Nier Automata Anime Season 2 coming out in July. Nice. I'm actually going to finish it with the fan art too, just so I can see what's going on in Season 2. Typist, long time no see, brother. What is up? Kara who? I got 5 different people that pop up in my head when I hear that name. Oh yeah, I've been seeing people do that lately. To tell you the truth, what I looked at, that platform is literally just going to be like, what's that new Instagram platform? That's not really doing shit anyway because you don't have hashtags or whatever for engagement and stuff. You can't even look for what you want to look for. What's that platform called? Threads? That's basically like Threads. Do I think it's going to last? No. Kara is not going to last at all. I'm just going to keep it real with you. It's not. Look, the only reason why they're going to Kara is because they know nothing exists for them. There will be no reason for artists who are big, like on Instagram, to move to Kara or any other platform. Like if you're doing good on one platform, right? Why would you think about going to any other platform? That's because there's nowhere for you to go. They know that. That's why they're just grabbing straws right now. They're just trying to see what works. Kara's not going to last. They tried Hive at first. They tried, what's the other shit they tried before? They tried Hive. There was another social media platform that they tried too for artists. That failed too. Honeycomb. And then Threads. Now Kara. They're not going to succeed. There's a particular formula you have to have for the shit to work. None of them are checking that box yet. But I'm not going to even tell what that is because I plan on using that for my, my app in the future. It's a dirty game, man. You got to keep that shit to yourself until you actually produce it. But I know the keys to this though because I study it. Yeah, stay on Insta and Twitter. Like, if you familiar with Instagram and Twitter, keep doing your thing. But I'm not going to be hopping like crazy. I don't care much about it, to tell you the truth. Like, I'm used to the old school way of gaining eyes and gaining, like, engagement anyway. Good thing I'm old enough to remember, how it was to actually hustle in person. Most people don't even know how to do that shit. So they act like, like it's like the end of the world when their Instagram accounts stop working, like where they stop getting the same level of, like, engagement and stuff like that. You have to remember your roots. Boots to the ground first, then you build up a social media platform. Not the other way around. And some people do it the other way around, but they don't gain the skills to do the boots on the ground. Good thing I was born in an area where I had to do that. So yeah, Threads is just a part of Instagram. Now, so I do like that they got the whole paired system to where, like, if you post on Instagram, it automatically posts to Threads. But they also post the hashtags as well, when hashtags don't mean shit on Threads. So it's just extra shit just taking up the feed. Which I don't even understand how they didn't implement a hashtag system yet on Threads. That is the dumbest idea ever. I don't understand that. How the hell can you run a social media platform without no hashtags at all? Oh, wait, I'm gonna still use that for this. But don't worry, I got an idea. I got an idea for the future for this. It just takes a lot of capital and a lot of smart people, technicians, all that. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. So this is like the, a future project. What's the point in having a clone account on the same platform? Once you post it on IG, that's where your audience really already is. Exactly. So what's the point of it? Literally, Threads carries over every follower you have that joins Threads, which means that they're not just following you like off of instinct. They're following you because the app is making you follow them. Whenever you join Threads, you automatically follow the people that you follow, like on Instagram. They do that to fill up your feed. It has nothing to do with engagement though, because you might forget you followed somebody years ago and been like, holy shit, who is this person popping up in my feed? I don't want to engage with this. And then it just turns into some bullshit. But the engagement formula for Threads sucks. How they decided to go about it. I'm like, this is not how you do a social media platform. This is just a gimmick. This is a gimmick platform. This means nothing. This engagement is stupid. What the fuck am I doing here? So I decided to stop actually messing with it. I want nothing to do with Threads at all. I don't even care. Like, I get notifications on it all the time, but there's no point. Like, you can't grow on Threads at all. That platform is not meant for you to grow on. Ew, I don't like that one. That's ugly. I need it darker than that. Because her hair is a little weird. It's like a very, very dark green. Like extremely dark green. I'll find something. I didn't see the purpose with Threads. No idea. Threads is burst. Yeah, it is. It didn't do anything. To tell you the truth, it absolutely did nothing. Like, I experimented with it. You guys know how I am. I'm like a deep diver. When it comes to stuff that I'm interested in, just to see, that platform didn't do shit. Like literally nothing. And I'm gonna use this to blend the green with. So I'm gonna do the C3 with this shit. Hopefully that works. I think this is gonna work though. I just gotta color it all in at the same time. Good thing she got more of a cartoon, like, you know, type hairstyle to where I don't have to be realistic with it whatsoever. Appreciate it, Roofy. Guardian said, like, I don't use a lot of social media. Good. Shit, if I didn't run a business, I wouldn't be doing it either. Like I told you before, I'm old school. But I run a business. You cannot run a business in today's society without having some type of social media presence. It just does not. That's now, if you have a skill set to do both, then you're really killing the game. But you can't have one without the other. He said, guess that platform ended on a thread. You funny. I have a Twitter, but I don't post too much on it. You saying it like it's a bad thing. I'm sticking with TikTok because people on there respond to my content like an IG just for the ones that's loyal to my content. Absolutely. Now see, I gotta figure out the thing about TikTok, man, because TikTok to me, like, it is, that's gonna be the future when it comes to certain things though. TikTok is extremely valuable when it comes to what you know, like the type of crowd you bring on there. But I just have not tapped into that audience. Nor do I have an interest to. But I do see his value. It's very weird though. Like, I 100% actually see the value in TikTok, but I just do not find a need to use it for some reason. I could be furthering my stuff a lot, like if I post on there consistently, but I just don't feel like doing it. Maybe you can draw me a Sailor Moon character. Well, I actually drew all 4 of them. No, 5 of them already. I drew them digitally, actually, though. I'm gonna have to start posting links to my to my Instagram. I like to say green with magenta and highlight with pure yellow. That's a good mixture, but it's a weird mixture too for nobody. You know, for people who don't know what they're doing with color theory, that would really trip them out. Especially that magenta color. He said, oh no, I'm glad I don't post that much on Twitter, along with using it 24/7. Using too much social media just ruins your mental health in general. Absolutely. Bro, you speaking to the choir. You gotta have a form of mental fortitude to actually deal with people on a daily basis. Like, it's extremely taxing. But for people, you know, like, there's some people who's built for it and there's some people who's not. And it is no shade to people who's not built for it. I actually get jealous sometimes. I'll be like, bro. I had a Twitter account at one point, ended up closing after a while. Bro, the conversations on Twitter are extremely weird. There's a couple times I try to have discourse, you know, sometimes on Twitter. Like, if I find a conversation that's interesting, like, I might chime in a little bit just to, you know, just to see the flavor of, you know, who's talking about this type of stuff. Like, I never reactionarily, you know, just respond to something that's clearly bait, right? Like, that's like bullshit conversations. So what I do is I just go on Twitter. Sometimes I just be having random conversations, but you can always tell most of the shit is just bait content though. Like they want you to respond to them to boost up their engagement. That's how Twitter works. So they'll say something outrageous, right? That they know people are going to disagree with, and then people just have no choice but to respond to it because they're like, I can't stand this shit, I got to respond to it. And then it just boosts their shit up the algorithm. That's the game of Twitter. I got sick of that though. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to respond to this shit. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It's a little bit different on YouTube because, like, see, YouTube, there's a lot of people who come on YouTube to gather actual information than it is on Twitter, though. People on YouTube value information because they look up stuff all the time to be, to be taught, to learn some things, though. That's what I use YouTube for, to learn shit, right? You don't go on Twitter to learn something. You don't. You go on Twitter to talk, to engage, to have pointless conversations sometimes, most of the times. And then it ends up going nowhere. Y'all just both leave just pissed off for no reason. I don't think there's zero things I learned from Twitter at all. Captain, appreciate the 5, brother. He said, like, nah, this is funny. The Danish/Denmark government is banning Baltic? South Korean spicy. I heard about that, yeah. Because they were too spicy. That is insane. What, they think people gonna kill themselves off of it? Like, what they... That shit was hilarious when I heard it. I'm like, oh man, they gonna be missing out. Those noodles are bomb though. They good. You catch me on the day where I'm a little bit broke, I'm buying them noodles. Appreciate the 5, Captain, man. I really appreciate it. I did not see TikTok's potential until I figured out my niche on there. Videos have to be completely different they're on IG. Yes. And that's the whole thing too, though. I don't feel like figuring it out. Because, yeah, you're right. That's 100% right. That's like a whole nother world to learn. And I just be like, bro, then you got to post trendy music. You got to do all this bullshit. I'm like, bro, I don't feel like doing this. But eventually, one day I might though, and then I might tap into something, and then like, what I'll be doing is kicking myself, saying, why didn't I do this to begin with? That happens sometimes too though. But you got to be there mentally to do anything. You can't force somebody to do anything. They have to either be there or they're not. Twitter, that's ground zero for cancel culture. Yeah. Everybody trying to cancel everybody on Twitter. Man. Yeah, you cannot disagree with someone, like, and they not get offended. There's right though, like, they use a lot of hate bait. Bro, hate bait like crazy. Like, I fell for it a couple times up. I'll be like, bro, this sounds so stupid. I know they don't mean this shit. I know for a fact they don't mean this. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to engage. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm like, I know they don't believe this shit, but they just know it's going to get clicks. Smart people. Especially if you figured out the game. Like, if you figured out the game, then there's no shit. How can I get mad at you? I used to have a Twitter in the... Wait. Oh, you say you haven't had a Twitter in so long. I forgot my account name and password. Hey, it's probably for the best. It's probably for the best, dog. For real. Where would I post my video edit? I don't want to post it on the wrong channel. Oh, post it on... There should be a channel that says videos or some shit. Let me see. How the fuck I not know in my own Discord? Shit, you can even post it in Creative Concept. I'm not too picky about it, man. Like, it could be like one of the artist channels. It could be whatever. But if it's not the, you know, just not the like announcement tabs and stuff like that. Like, that's the stuff that, you know, has to be clean and stuff. I have 900 characters. OC, holy shit. One character alone have a 6K backstory. Jesus Christ, you've been on it. Damn. 900 characters. I created that many characters for other people, but not for myself though. For myself, like, it's probably in the range of let me put it like this. Like, important characters I got, like, it's probably around 67. For now. Now, will that number expand probably in the future? Probably, but not now. I like to focus, you know, on the small stuff first. I like, you know, I gotta simplify shit. Cause my mind would just go everywhere. Don't hate the player, hate the game, but sometimes I can hate both equally. I hear that, man. Bro, we gonna be playing Resident Evil 4 tomorrow before Elden Ring drops. Hopefully, oh yeah, this is probably gonna be an earlier stream, guys. So like, tomorrow we probably gonna go live earlier than 8 o'clock, because like, what I'm trying to do is beat this game before Elden Ring drops on Thursday night. So this stream tomorrow is probably gonna start at 4. So we we're gonna start at 4 tomorrow probably, and then we're gonna try to finish this game on Wednesday, and then Thursday we're gonna go live at around probably 12 o'clock midnight. I know that's when it drops probably, and then we can start that. But I'm finishing this Resident Evil shit, man, before then. I don't care what I gotta do. Have a catalog style of DeviantArt, the engagement style of TikTok, the comment. Damn, that's a genius ass platform. Hold on. Share features of IG. You got it. You know I'm not gonna say nothing, right? Because like, I already, bro. Shadow. Okay. But that's money right there. That's straight money. I've been trying to add more dialogue in my drafts lately. It's something that I struggle, but I try to implement since it's a very important aspect of storytelling. Dialogue, you can, let me put it like this. There's a lot of scenes within my graphic novel where there's no dialogue at all. Like, it's just characters walking around or doing things. Let me put it like this. You guys are fans of Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad, or you know, like stories kind of like Breaking Bad, right? But I'm gonna use Breaking Bad as a good example. Breaking Bad has some scenes to where characters don't say nothing for a very long time, but it's extremely interesting to watch what they do because you're so invested in what the show is, right? When you establish your characters so well, you don't even have to have them talk. You just know what they're thinking. You know what they're looking for. You know, you want to know like where they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know when you have amazingly written characters. Sometimes dialogue is not the best thing to put in this scene. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. That's what I do sometimes too, though. Like, I just let my characters breathe to where you just can watch them and be like, oh, that's what she's thinking. That's what he's thinking. That's what they're doing. Okay, cool. That's cool. But you don't have to say everything. Everything actually needs to be said. Environmental storytelling, absolutely. It doesn't sound great or sound natural. You need to do skits. Like, sometimes, like, if you have a buddy or a friend or, you know, like just something like that, like just, I know this is gonna sound, but run lines with them to see how it sounds naturally, though. That's what you're gonna have to do as a storyteller, man. I'm just being real with you. Me as an artist, like, sometimes what I have to do is I have to tell people to, you know, to try to, you know, to pose for me a little bit too, so that I can see how certain things look in real life. Because I'm not a fucking memory box. That shit doesn't exist. So sometimes I have to see it. Gabriel, see, like Jay, like let's say we meet one day in person, like, and I suggest you to do do a JoJo pose. Hell no. Hell no. Mine's like JoJo, but that shit looks zesty to me. I'm just gonna be real. My body don't even contort that way because I'm. Oh shit. But I like JoJo, man. Like JoJo's is funny as fuck though. Are you gonna like the 8 of Romance tomorrow? I think I am. And by romance, Leon just gonna brush her off again like it's nothing. Leon gonna be like, bitch, get out my face. I got plenty of hoes. I don't need you. Leon not gonna care. Be gone, thoughts. Mostly of them are NPCs. Then they can shut the fuck up then. They don't really need no dialogue. That's unless you really need them to. Background noise is good, but sometimes it's not needed. Especially when you're doing a graphic novel, you just want to focus on the 2 characters in the scene. There we go. Both verbal and body language. Not all conversations are conveyed through talking. Yep. Keywords are visual storytelling is a big component to great writing. That's true. And sometimes too, here, let me put it like this. The audience wants to feel like they're not stupid. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why people have a huge problem with exposition. You know, when people be trying to tell the entire backstory just by just sitting at a table and talking and shit. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do exposition like that. You don't have to make sure, you know, that the audience knows, oh, okay, that's the brother. Because they mentioned brother at the weirdest time possible. Like, it's like, there's certain things you can do that will have shit be understood but not said. That way the audience felt like they discovered it and not the show told them. Like, or the story told them. Because I be hating that shit. When I be seeing that shit in movies and TV shows and shit, where they be like, oh, hey, big brother, how's it? I'm like, nobody fucking calls each other that. Nobody does that. But sometimes they do that as lazy writing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's lazy writing because they like, okay, we just want to convince them that this is the brother right now. There's plenty of ways to do that. Oh yeah, stay as far away from those exposition dumps as much as you can. Like the plague. I want you to be allergic to them. That's why I love Thank you. Nier Automata doesn't tell you anything. You just see it or you don't. Why do you think I love the Souls genre so much too? All storytelling and that shit, you have to find your fucking self. I love it. They're the ones that show you and don't tell you. And it's the same with Nier Automata too. And you know what? That makes me way more invested in the story because people have this sense of discovery. When we find shit that we think we found on our own, we have this dopamine hit that hits us to where it's like, oh wow, figure that out. That's crazy. You feel a little bit smart, even though it's artificially put there for you to figure out. But still, at the end of the day, you have to know human psychology when you're writing stories. You have to know how a person's going to think when you write a scene. And that's the fun part of writing. That's the only part I like about writing stories, though. I hate the idea of writing because I'm not a writer. I'm a fucking artist and shit, right? But that's the point that I like to hand off to a person who is a writer. I'm like, okay, how will we do this shit? How will we figure this out? Very fun. I don't want this color. I want that right there. There we go. Another useful tool is AI generative tools. You've been listening to some AI generated sci-fi stories, and they're actually pretty good to listen to. I don't even know how to even do that. How do you even go about doing that? To where you find that? I do want to actually see how to work that. I'm just curious about the shit they'll come up with. Yeah, those type of games, you come up with your idea what the story is. Exactly. Until you find a lore video that's like an hour and a half long and you listen to it. You're like, I was wrong. But it's still, you looked for it, which makes it perfect storytelling. Because you actually gave a shit about looking up a lore video. To be like, this is how this works. Okay. Now, when I play the game, it's going to be even more interesting. That's why I'm so invested in the Soul series, because it took me a long time to figure out how genius the storylines and the lore is, because I actually sought it out myself. I'm like, I wonder what this boss is. I wonder what this setting is. Why did this happen? Why did this happen? And I look for it myself. That's why every Souls game that come out, I just know what I'm going to get. And that's why I'm so super excited about this DLC, because that's going to be the same dopamine hit for me. And you just know what you're going to get. So, what's going on? What's up? Suai, right? That's how I say it. You know you got to correct me. I'm terrible with names. But I think that's exactly how I say it. Snapchat AI is decent, but tends to go sexual real quick. Really? Really? Oh my god. Snapchat, bro. What is up? You can also search up conversational AI. I think the only thing that I've seen that was as close to impressive shit like that was from that what's that video game they was using as a template? They used the Matrix demo template to install Chat GPT into all the NPCs in the world, right? And the conversations they were having was extremely impressive. I was like, this is insane. But Chat GPT, that needs to be an implemented staple in the gaming industry when it comes to NPCs and how they interact with each other. That way you have constant, endless dialogue. And that's next gen gaming right there. Interactions. I don't think people realize that. That's what I meant by next gen gameplay, is when it comes to the interaction that you have with the world and just everything. Wonder if I should shove the shit I write down the AI generate. Hey, you probably might, just to see what they come up with. Why not? My favorite part, weirdly enough, is coming up with ideas for spin-offs and prequels if I can make it work, since that gives me ways to show more of the world and characters. That's always the funnest part. You know, it's funny though, like, so I came up with a prequel before I came up with the main story. That's what's insane though. You never know which order you're gonna write your shit in until you do it. Yeah, the lore for Elden Ring DLC is gonna be fucking crazy. You know what channel I'm going to automatically, right? The only person who I trust with Elden Ring lore, Vati Video. Automatically. I always watch his videos, constantly. Matter of fact, there was a video he just dropped a day, I think it was today, that I just watched. It was an hour long. I ain't give a fuck. Soothing as hell. I love watching his videos. One of my stories, I have 3 spin-offs which focus on 3 different side characters that the main character meets with. Of course, I don't want to be like Disney and do prequels for everything, but you you will never be like Disney, man, because you're not. These are your own original thoughts. So don't think about being like something else. Just do you. So I say, yeah, like they dropped a new update. I seen the outfits too. Guess who's gonna be playing that when I jump off of here? Because I haven't even turned it on to see them yet. But I seen a couple people talking about it and made videos about it and stuff. So I was like, oh, they had it dropped. They had it. Okay, I'm about to be on there in a second. And there's one for beating Raven, I heard too. So that's the reason why I'm definitely gonna hop on there. If you give me an excuse to fuck up Raven, I'm gonna do it. Period. I seen some modders use that ChatGPT system in games, Skyrim for example. That shit was funny. That shit was hilarious actually though. Along with spin-offs for every character, plus I avoid doing any side stories that break canon. Yeah, it looks like the Acolyte. Absolutely. You gotta have your shit be canon, man. That's the main thing. Consistency is key. If anything, be consistent. Even if it sucks, be consistent. That's the main thing people gonna check you on, especially if they're fans. Gibby Gaming, what is up? He said, yes, I don't know if you saw my comment on your video, but I appreciate you having the boss for calling out stupid decision in the gaming industry. Appreciate it, brother, for real. Like, it's rare to see another black man doing this, not Shield. Bro, this is the point that I was making with this stuff too, though. There's very few people who's going to be listened to when it comes to this talking point now, because like what I said before, and this is just the truth, with white people, they silence your voice anyway. They basically labeled you for your voice to not be existent. Because all they gotta say is, oh, that's just a cis straight white male. And then that's the end of the conversation. What the fuck can they say to me? Besides traitor or some shit like that, right? But they can't even call me that because my points are actually pro-black. They don't even realize this shit. So there's really nothing you can say to me. That's called playing chess, not checkers. You use their bullshit narratives against themselves, and then they'll shoot themselves in the foot because they really can't combat it. This is chess I'm playing with them. That's why they're never going to demonetize my videos, because they can't. They can try. Might come to the point game NPCs will be as yeah, they will be improvising. Like the NPCs of Evil or Dirtly. I love their channel too, man. Rowan is one of my favorite characters on there. Rowan and Hamish. Hamish is fucking hilarious. Yeah, bro. Vati video like it's gonna be on my playlist nonstop. When that shit come out, you know he's gonna drop a video. I think day 1 when that shit come out. So as soon as that shit come out, bro, I'm on it. I'm watching it just to see what he's talking about. I've been watching his shit for years. So I say, yes, I saw your recent video about IGN where they sent Japanese gamers presents with nonsense kanji. I was laughing my head. That shit is embarrassing. The so-called expert couldn't even get Japanese kanji right. That shit is literally embarrassing. Literally embarrassing. But like I said before in the video, the only reason why that happened is because they don't give a shit. You have the funds and the money, right? You can afford consultants. You can afford to go over stuff. So how did you get that wrong? It's impossible. The only reason why you got that wrong is because you don't give a shit. That's literally the only reason. Yeah, I don't care. Fuck it. If we get it wrong, whatever. That is so disrespectful. It's been so long since we got a game with all these free outfits. Absolutely. Praise the Lord for Stellar Blade, because we had, bro, the only game that's going to probably come close to that is probably going to be Lollipop Chainsaw when they come out. They got 30 outfits right now, but you know they're going to add some more. Cosmetics make the game go around, man. That's what make people keep coming back for more. In every game. Absolutely. I'll always make sure I be consistent with my stories. If something doesn't work, I'll change it. Simply discard the idea. True. You don't know how many times I did that myself, man. I discarded so much shit to where I was like, oh well, gotta toss it because it's not canon. Hours worth of storytelling in the drain, and I don't miss it because it's not canon. Hell, like when they try to call me racist, I bring up why we not getting black stories, why other cultures or heroes being replaced with black people. They should be fighting for their own shit anyway. That's the nah, you know it's the least racist thing to say. Like when they be trying to call me racist against my own people, I'm like, how is it racist for me to say I want our own shit? How is that racist? I don't understand that. That's insane to me. Every other race and ethnicity got their own shit. How come we don't? Why do we always gotta piggyback off of shit? Why? That's actually the most least racist thing you can say. That's actually for whatever. You guys know how this shit is, man. Like, it's all talking points. It's all just you know, you the bad guy if you're not on this side. That's all it is. But I love it though, because being the bad guy is kind of fun. Because you get to really say shit. Yeah, I've been called racist due to them not knowing I'm black. That's funny as hell. Be careful though, because they don't care. Like, if you get close to the edge, it might be a problem. Yeah, it might be a problem, but that's the thing. That's the whole thing about this. When I say that I'm playing chess, not checkers, that's actually a real thing that I'm doing right now. But I'm not, nothing I'm doing like it's just random. This shit is all strategic. Literally every single thing I do is strategic. That's how it's built. Like, the goal is you don't want to be dependent on anything. You think I'm doing YouTube to be dependent on YouTube? No. YouTube is used as a vehicle for something else that I'm planning on doing. Literally everything is on purpose. Besides this, of course. Like, this shit is just fun. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This one is probably a cracked egg or something like that. But this one is brown, actually. So I'm going to have to color that brown. We'll see what it is. We need a Ghost of Tsushima 2 soon after this game is released. You know what people are going to do, though? People are going to play Ghost of Tsushima on the launch day of Assassin's Creed, just to show that they don't fuck with it. That's what I've been hearing throughout the grapevine. So they're probably going to do a little protest and just play Ghost of Tsushima so the numbers can go through the roof. And that's just going to be a big middle finger to it. I don't know Japanese, but at least I try to respect Japanese culture. It's actually my biggest influence in my stories. You always gotta respect what you're writing about anyway. That's just common courtesy. Like, if somebody was to write, let's say like somebody was to take my story and to try to use it, right? I'll be extremely pissed if you decided to do something else that wasn't respectful for the story that I came up with to begin with. That's just common courtesy. That's etiquette. But if you just say fuck it, hell, I'm just gonna take your idea and I'm gonna do something else with it, and you can't do shit, like, you better be happy. What the fuck are you? That's just like going to somebody else's house when they let you in as a guest and you just start ripping off the wallpaper, just changing shit up. Like, nope, this looks terrible. Let me fix this. It ain't your fucking house. You can't change shit here. This is my house. Go to your house and do that. That's the same shit that I'm talking about. It's not you have to respect where you're at all costs. Because you will want the same respect if somebody was to touch your shit and do the same thing like that. It's just common courtesy and it's etiquette. They don't care about etiquette no more. Nobody does. Bati is the authority on Elden Ring and all Souls games. Absolutely. Like, Elden Ring is a game that generates 8 hours of lore content, if not more. More than that, actually, though. Way more than that. This dude made a video off of every single NPC in the game. And it's deep. deep lore. I'm like, how the fuck did FromSoft come... What? Like, it's ridiculous. But that's why I like FromSoft. Not to mention the so-called Japanese expert is a Japanese American, not from Japan, and it shows. Yeah, she clearly shows it. And you know what's funny though? Like, so I was the first person to actually figure out who the fuck she was. Nobody even thought about talking about her. Like, till like I actually brought her up. They didn't even know who she was at all. Then as soon as I read the adolescent boys line, everybody else jumped on board because they were like, hold up a second, she did what? I'm like, yeah, she's a fucking pedophile. But she's a woman, so they don't bring up the pedophile shit to her at all because they don't take that shit serious when it comes to females being pedophiles. I don't even know how I'm supposed to even say that shit, but just imagine if a male was interested like in the same type of storytelling that she was, but it was for like younger girls. Younger girls with same-sex relationships with girls. With like kids and minors and shit. Just imagine how that dude would have been drugged through the mud. But since she's a woman, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. She should be on the fucking watch list. Honestly, gaming in the West, that is a thing you will rarely find a black game. Yeah, true. Plus, I think it's impossible now to even make something original. The only thing could do is piggyback off of. But the thing is, though, too, there's a lot of money that's not being utilized well. There's plenty of, bro. There are plenty of people, I know them, that can create their own studio. They can create this shit that these Chinese people are creating, like with Black Myth Wukong. They're a brand new studio. Plus, the Unreal Engine 5 engine is accessible to literally everybody who has skill. All you have to do is come up with a couple like-minded people. You can go the Senua's Sacrifice route, like, and keep it a small team, because you're a startup company. Keep it cheap. Use the Unreal Engine. And you have a good-looking game. Plus, you can tell the African stories that you want to. There's no excuse. There's literally people who can do this shit today. But they choose not to. They just choose to piggyback off of stuff. Just imagine, like, if you had an African story that was based off of African mythology, but they went the Senua's Sacrifice route, right? For the first game, to where the graphic fidelity is through the roof. This is your perfect introduction to your studio. That would have been a perfect staple. It would sell. But they choose not to do it because they don't want to do it. That's all it is. They don't want to do it. Another fucking ad. Another ad. There also has some deep lore. Yeah, Nier got extremely deep lore. Very, very deep. I beat that game several times just to see all the endings too, though. Yeah, we'll know in a few minutes if you can't say it on YouTube, it's like the police. Absolutely. If they shut the shit down, then we'll know. Most fascinating thing about Nier is the truth. Like, it's the truth of why the war between androids and machines had been going on for thousands of years. It was manipulated to... Yeah, it was. I love the story of Nier, man. That shit is crazy. I watched a bunch of lore videos on it. Plus, I played it. Like, it's actually pretty easy to understand, too, though. Like, it's not, you know, like, anonymous and just out there to where you have to look up lore videos to figure out what's going on. Like, it's pretty straightforward, which I like. I like that, too, like, for Nier, but not for, you know, like a Souls game and stuff. I kind of like to figure that out. A woman does that here in Korea. She would be treated the same as a male pedo. Like, in her social career would be destroyed. I bet you there. But here, she can get away with it. She can have free reign, actually, though, and get hired specifically for those credentials, which is insane. You see, yeah, so you're right. But ESG is what's funding these black studios, and they are making these games to please investors. That's the big issue. Yeah, but here's the thing, though. That's why I said, like on that one video, to where like I was talking about representation is stupid. There are so many black millionaires out here who are fans of the gaming industry, who can easily put their money together. You don't need investment firms. There are companies that can be started today without the need of any investors. These are called Kickstarters. Number one, too, having a social media presence is extremely valuable when it comes to this stuff, too. There's people who do it now for PC gamers. There's this one dude who's creating this dinosaur game, right? This dinosaur Souls-like game. To where, like, I've been following his shit for a minute. He started a Kickstarter to where the fans are endorsing him, like, and are giving him money for this project. No investors needed. You don't need investors to, you know, like these third-party black rocks, the, you know what I'm saying, like the sweet babies, all that type of shit to fund your business. You can do everything yourself. Literally. My ass can start a Kickstarter today. Basically say that, hey, y'all people, I'm creating, you know, like a gun, you know, like a game and stuff like that, right? That's going to have this, and this in it. It depends on what my following is. Depending on, like, if y'all believe me or not, y'all would donate money to me, right? That would be my Kickstarter. That would be my donation and investment to actually start my company, to build this game up or do whatever the fuck. Yeah, Shadow, that dude is a beast. That game is going to be funny as hell, though. But that game is going to be dope. But, there are plenty of ways to where you can start a business without the need of any of this shit. They choose to go this route. You let the fans... Bro, that's why social media exists. You can do everything yourself. Investment firms are not needed. Have the fans... Bro, we got so much power, but we just don't utilize it because we be like, oh, yo, this is easier to just be a part of a company. Fuck a company. I could have been a part of several companies, but I don't want to be controlled at all. I will never be controlled. That is not the type of person I am. I'm extremely rebellious when it comes to certain things, though. So I don't just play with, you know, go along with the crowd at all. That's just not the type of person I am. Kevin Hart, I believe, is funding the creators of a series called Black Sands. Is he? See? It can be done. That is true. These black entertainers aren't real gamers. They probably enjoy games like 2K and Madden. Yeah, you right on that. You already know which ones I'm talking about. But but the thing is, though, for real, they don't need to be gamers. The only thing they need to do is, let's say, know how valuable it is. Be a shareholder. That's all you have to do. Be a shareholder. Invest in it. And if the company blows up, guess what? You make money. You don't even have to know what the fuck they do. That's the beautiful thing about being an investor. You put your money in something that you believe in, you let the minds handle that shit. So you let the game developers actually take over from there. But you just supply the money and the funds. And we create. And then if you get your money back, you get your money back, which you will. If I was ever rich, I'll just fund gaming companies for black talent to do as they please. Most of them be on 2K like it ain't nothing, man. Like that's like, you know why they do that though, right? Because like if you don't, that's the stereotype when it comes to us, man. We have to play basketball, and we even do it to ourselves. It's fucking sad, man, for real. They're like, you don't play basketball? No, I don't. I used to, but I don't. Nor do I want to do it for a fucking living. I don't want to do this shit for a living. I want to draw. How about that? I ain't never been checked on what I do anyway, though. That's just how I carry myself. I've been to cons in the city. There are tons of creators from all walks of life and backgrounds doing their own Kickstarters and creating games. It's very impressive. There are more people doing their own thing than most people think. Most people think that it's just industry stuff because that's all you see. Because they pay money for, spots and shit, right? So that's literally all you see. There's so many people behind the scenes creating shit, man. Amazing things. Making money too. And that's the crazy part. See, most people think that these businesses are broke because you don't really hear about them too much. No, these businesses are making money. But they do have to be supported. Fan bases are extremely important, man. I hate the overemphasis on representation. All it does is ruin potentially good stories. And plus, it's highly offensive too, though. Why do you have to force other people to put me in a story? Why? That's just like bringing your kid, right? You know what that shit sounds like, though? You know when your parents try to get you to play with other kids, but you clearly don't want to do it. You're like, no, I don't want to play. No, I don't want to be on the slide with these fucking kids. But your parent drags you over there like, no, you need to play with these kids and shit. And these kids clearly can tell you don't want to be around them. But they basically force you to play with these kids because they're like, no, you have to play with these kids to be normal. Now you just force your son or your daughter on a group of kids that don't even fucking know them or don't even probably want to play with them. And now you create a turmoil. And now they probably going to pick with them. Now they probably going to do certain shit. You created a bad environment because you forced a situation that shouldn't have been forced. It shouldn't have been forced. This actually causes more racism. When you inject people who normally wasn't in the story and overtook somebody else's spot, you are basically causing racism yourself. Besides just creating your own shit. You're creating turmoil. And tension. Artificial tension. That's basically that's what's being done right now. Well, they only can value it if they're really passionate about it, and they're not even. Oh yeah, true. Yep. Yeah, I was raised around 2K, man. But basically, all my family used to play 2K like crazy, especially my brothers. That's all they used to play is 2K. Typical. I have to be careful what I say, but it is what it is. Like, this is how we used to talk, like on my block and shit. It's typical nigga shit. That's basically what it is. That's what we call it. You guys know me, man. Like, so I gotta be honest. That's exactly what we call it. That's nigga shit. Yeah, representation is nice when it happens naturally. Naturally. Cater to the fan base. Success is bound to income. You would think that was common sense, though. It should be. Huh. Give the people what they want. I never thought of that concept. Holy shit, it worked? Wow. That's amazing. There are black characters. People just haven't played those old games. Nobody heard of them really too though, because they probably didn't get that much marketing. Then it's all about who you market to, how you market. I don't want representation. I don't want representation. Making a character that comes from the same background or has the same mental condition as me won't make me feel better. Just give me a good story. I'm good. Thank you. You can relate to any fucking body. Like what I said, like back in the day, I related to Goku. And Goku is a fucking alien from space that does karate and his hair turns blonde when he gets pissed. So what the fuck do I need him to look exactly like me for? I don't need him to look like me. All I care about is his integrity and his spirit. Goku is just a good person. That's all that I care about. That's the representation. The representation I need. I don't need anybody to look like me. My friend just left the gaming industry because I felt like it's too many changes. You know what I mean? Yeah, true. If you don't mind me asking, what company did he work for? Cause it's probably confidentiality shit too, especially since he left the company. For some reason, they forget that concept. Either that or they they too hard-headed to listen. I think they're too hard-headed to listen. That's the main thing. Cause most of these people aren't stupid. These are very smart people in this gaming industry, though. But they just the nature of the gaming industry makes them be the way they are. Yeah, representation should never be a crutch to creativity and never at the detriment of the organic flow of the story. They don't give a fuck about the story though. That's the thing. They just care about their message. As long as they only care about how many eyes this product gets in front of, and that's the reason why they piggyback off of other projects, because they only care about how many eyes is this going to be in front of. What's the potential of the amount of people that's going to see this? Oh, what, like 1 million people because it has this name in it? Okay, cool. We're gonna inject this message into it because we want to influence the fucking youth. That's all it comes down to. Their tactics is extremely easy to figure out. But to normal people, it won't be. Because they'll just be like, oh, you looking too deep into it. You know, typical shit. They love those people too. They love those people that be telling other people who do research. They be like, yo, you're a conspiracy theory. You look too deep into this. Oh, you think it's not that serious. Those type of people, right? They love those people. Those people would get people who are weak-minded to second guess themselves. They like, well, like, am I thinking too deep about this? Oh, damn, I'm starting to ruckus. I might want to stop. Those people who are cautious or, think about that type of shit, they love that shit because it's like yanking on your chain. I don't fall for those tactics. I'll be like, I don't give a fuck if you think I'm a conspiracy theory. I don't care if you think I'm a nut. I can care less. Yasuke's whole story is going to be about how black he is and a bunch of stereotypes and slavery. Absolutely. This is going to be the most racist shit. Yes, I kind of want to see which route they're going, though. What happened with the Sonic movie? Yeah, they hated his design, and they changed it though, which I'm glad they did. He said, "I can't accept Miles Morales is not Spider-Man." No, he's not Spider-Man. He's Miles Morales. Period. But they're trying to change Spider-Man. You guys know that. Ever since Miles got in the scene, I already knew that shit was over, though. I'm like, uh-oh, they're going to try to overtake Peter. Number one, in order for you to overtake Peter, you got to make him weaker. You have to make Miles's value higher by making Peter weaker. They have to do that. They have to destroy to create. They can't create anything. So they have to destroy it in order to make something work. That sounds familiar. Who else does that? In one of my stories, majority of the main characters and villains are female, but they aren't done for representation. It's just natural. They have different backgrounds, personalities, and fighting styles. Now, see I'm worried about, right, is because like what I said, the whole analogy about the dinner table plate, right, like the 4-course meal, about the bad taste in your mouth. There are going to be people catching stray bullets. So what I mean by that is there might be a product or a show or whatever, right, that's not woke at all. That might catch a stray bullet strictly because it reminds them of a woke show or a woke thing. Or they might have something in there that's just natural, right? That they might look at it and be like, oh, yep, there's a character that's woke. They might just automatically associate that shit with it because that bad taste is already there. There's going to be stray bullets being caught. That's why I said this shit needs to be waited out. The storm. Because there's a storm going on right now. And until that storm is over, people are just going to have that bad taste in their mouth. With anything that reminds them of anything being woke. Because people are that tired of it. And it sucks because there's going to, catching stray bullets is never fun. They want to get eyes on their message, but it backfires when they sabotage sales of the product. Less sales equals less message visibility. Yep. But they don't even care when they do that, though. When they have less sales, they just lie about it. They lie about it all the time. They was trying to save face with Suicide Squad. They was like, oh, this game was doing good. And then the next day they come out, yeah, this game underperformed. No shit. Why the fuck did you say that to begin with? Just like this whole thing with the Assassin's Creed situation. You know they're going to backtrack on that statement. Oh yeah, what happened to the pre-orders being amazingly well? I haven't heard anything about that yet. Nothing else. They mentioned it that one day and then that was it. But if the pre-order sales were so, amazing, how come nobody said anything or even followed up or even showed proof about it yet? It's been a while. Nobody said anything. Yeah, they could have made that woman in Assassin's Creed. Nah, they had to have 2 boxes checked. Like they're doing with that show. Yeah, Star Wars. So yes, I sadly wouldn't be surprised if some people were skeptical of that story I mentioned. But they will be. Look, here's the thing though. You're making it out of good faith though. Most people don't. But sorry to tell you, like even with my story, you're gonna have to prove that it's not nowadays though. And that's the thing that sucks because everything is so shitty and just sour that you're kind of just gonna have to prove to people that, yo, this isn't what you think it is. This is not made with no intent. It's just a story. Trust me. And then people will slowly let their guard down and stuff like that and be like, okay, I guess it's not. But that's where people are right now. I'm sorry. That's the same thing I'm gonna have to do with my story, man. I just know where the market is right now. How can they lie about success of their game/movie? Like in the same breath, slander all the bigots who didn't buy the product. It's stupid. But they'll try. Number one, like they know how short people's attention spans are too. So they would try to have a moment to where they'll be like, okay, we just need nothing but good press about this game, even though it sucks. Hopefully they'll forget about it within a month's time or something like that. And 9 times out of 10, they're right. The people will forget about it. But it's people like us that remind them that that it didn't go anywhere. So that's why they hate people like us. Because like, oh, damn, they're going to ruin it. He said, Jay, like, I don't know if you know, but there's also an anti-white trend going around the gaming industry. Oh, of course, like their purpose. No, not just the gaming industry. In movies, TV shows, everything. Literally everywhere. This is the era where you can be openly racist to white people and nothing happens to you. This is the era. Now it's reverse racism now. The times have changed. The oppressors are now the oppressed. And now the people who are quote unquote oppressed are now oppressing the oppressors. But it's like, that just shows me you don't want equality. You want dominance. Yeah, that anti-white stuff been going on. But it's getting more and more acceptable nowadays to be just completely racist against white people though. Like it's extremely acceptable by anybody. So much so that you can say it on live TV. Matter of fact, you can make a whole movie based off of how you're scared of white people. Black Harry Potter. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about, right? The Black Harry Potter movie. You get to make a whole tone-deaf movie like that, and nothing happens to you. Nothing gets said. You're not called racist. You're not called prejudiced. Nothing. They don't want equality. They want supremacy. I'll never forget them why they redesigned Peter's face. I don't like the new Peter's face at all. The Peter's face is just stupid. He looks like a fucking child now. And I know they wanted him to look younger, but the other actors just fit him perfectly though. He's fucking non-skippable? Non-skippable ads, man. What the fuck? I'm definitely more than happy to share the story on your Discord. Yo, do it. There's a specific section for that too, though. Like, so I gotta start sharing some shit I got too. But yeah, do it. Drop it. I'm pretty sure people would love to hear it, man. Not reverse racism. Racism is racism, no matter which direction it comes from. I completely agree. But that's what they will call it. They'll call it reverse racism. But the meaning of racism has not changed since the day it was conceived. But they will try to change it to fit their narrative now, because they're trying to make it seem like black people can't be racist. So they have to change the meaning of shit. That's called changing the goalposts, and that's what all these people do. To basically fit their narrative, they have to change the meaning of the dictionary terms of what these words actually mean. They're like, no, it technically doesn't mean that because we're not the ones in power, so we can't be racist. No, racist in this term means you judge people based off the color of the skin, literally, and you treat them differently because of that fact. It has nothing to do with powers that be or being empowered. None of that shit. You change it to that because you don't want to seem like you're racist, and plus you want to keep your position without you being labeled. So you have to change the term. No, you're just racist. It's as simple as that. Insomniac receives too much praise. I heard the previous suits were added in. Ah, really? I never heard about that. I'm gonna be real with you. When I stopped paying attention to Insomniac games, no, when I started was when the first Spider-Man actually came out. My ass used to be a Ratchet and Clank player, right? I used to love Ratchet and Clank. I used to play that shit back in the day all the time. I had no clue it was made by Insomniac Games until later on in life. That's how unfamiliar I am with Insomniac. And you got every right to correct them too, especially if they're saying it wrong. Yeah, when they're trying to control language, that's the most dangerous thing you can do is control language. And that's why they're doing this whole pronouns thing too, though, because they're trying to control language. Everything is strategic. I'm telling you people, none of this shit is fucking out of nowhere. Most people might think it is because, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're just trying to live everyday life, you just want to think that everything is that, you know, simple. You want to be like, oh no, people just want to be, no. Everything is orchestrated. People are not stupid, especially people who are seen on platforms and social media. It takes talent to be known and seen on social media. It's not luck. Everything is orchestrated. Lost her looks but got invulnerability. That's a good trade-off. To be invulnerable, but she still got the jaw of Crimson Chin. I think it was the jawline that gave her the power, though. She literally became the Crimson Chin. Bam. MJ has helped Spider-Man in some cases, but the key word is helped. Yeah, barely helped. Reasonable situation. She's not a fucking superhero. Not fighting hunters and symbiotes. Like, what the fuck? Bro, like, she was able to kick highly trained people who can beat Spider-Man. And she kicked them. No, she did a little trip. She did this to him. She was like, eh. And then they fall over and then she just did the taser. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this? And then a dude who, the director himself of the game even mentioned that, right? Because I guess somebody asked him that question. They was like, yeah, you made MJ pretty overpowered. He was like, yeah, like, I don't give a shit. I was like, oh, so he doesn't care. Because you know a message is going to push. Nobody gives a fuck about MJ's missions in that game. Nobody cares. Yeah, that jawline is crazy. Japan haven't fallen yet. Yeah, if they detach themselves from Earth, they won't fall. Gibby said, yes, I suggest you to play other Souls games, stream them before, and enjoy them all. Your boy already played every single one of them. Literally every single Souls game that hit the market, I played every single one of them. My first Souls game I'll play on stream is probably the Elden Ring DLC. I'm a Souls head, but I would definitely play the Bloodborne port because there's supposed to be another Bloodborne game that's not a Bloodborne game, but an updated version of it that's coming out. So when that happens, Bloodborne is my favorite game of all time. I would definitely play that shit. Yeah, blows my mind. MJ is a playable character and not Black Cat. That section to where like both of them was going through those people, it should have been Black Cat and Spider-Man. I don't know why. Well, yeah, I do know why. Because they changed her sexual orientation. That was his love interest. That should have been, man, whatever. They completely fumbled the bag with that. Yeah, how easily she fought off the symbiote controlling her. Hey Jay, that's the same thing with me. I beat it one time and that was it. I didn't even do extra side shit at all. And that was the first time in any Spider-Man game. Well, the only Spider-Man. There's two of them. I did that in the last Spider game to where like I tried to 100% it. I didn't even do not one side quest in this Spider-Man game at all. None. I just beelined the story missions and I was just like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I didn't do no side shit, nothing. And I didn't even care. Normally I do care, cause like I'm very picky, like like a perfectionist though. I didn't even care about doing it though, at all. And that says something to me. They put Black Cat in to say we had a beautiful woman in, but that don't count. No, it doesn't count because she's now completely interested in other things. Let me just say that. 20 times say yes. I was called racist when I said I didn't like Spider-Man Miles Morales. I just didn't like the playstyle. How are you racist for saying you didn't like the playstyle? That's okay, whatever. They play different. They play drastically different. Miles Morales to me was actually overpowered. His abilities were way better than Peter's. On purpose. And I'm like, oh, okay. Miles destroys people. The only reason why Peter started to become neck and neck with him is when he had the symbiote. That was it. But Miles' abilities is way better play-wise when it comes to how they function in game and stuff like that than Peter's. It's light years better. And I'm like, how is this even okay? I see what they're doing. They're trying to make me like him more. I get it. Nothing's by accident, people. Nothing's by accident. Everything's on purpose. Black Cat was regular, but she was definitely more attractive than most people in the game, though. I'm just gonna be real with you. She was. Now, compared to other games, no, she's not. It's not even comparable. But in that game, in that universe, she was one of the best looking characters in that entire game. But yeah, that's because she was bi. Yeah, they should have had Miles lose to Rhino, like and Peter beat him together. That's what they should have did. Yeah, as a mentoring technique. They always have Peter lose anyway. Peter, they gotta have him lose because he's the straight white male. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's just the truth. I know how that sounds, but it's the truth. It's because he's a straight white male. And this is from their own language, though. That's the only reason why I use that terminology is because that's their language. That's what they say. Well, now they say cisgender. I don't even know what the fuck that shit means. What does cisgender mean? I'm learning terms I ain't never heard of before from these people. Really? That just means straight. So why can't they just say straight? Why do they have to say cisgender males? What the fuck? These people are weird. I don't understand this stuff. All right, with the fan art, appreciate it, brother. He said, "No, don't get bit by radioactive spider unless it's radioactive." That'll be like, bite me. Cis means you're a normal man or woman. What's not a normal man or woman? There's only men or women, right? From my point of view. I mean, am I missing something? They were mad trying to say it's not a slur, but it is. To me, that kind of sounds like a slur. Like, it just doesn't make sense. We don't speak like this in the real world, though. You know what I mean? Like, this not how we speak. Like, if you go out in public, we don't call each other cis males and shit. That shit doesn't even make any sense to me. This has to be like an online term. Matter of fact, shit, like I just talked to a patient today, identifying them. There's no cis on this shit at all. Like, it's just male or female. This is how it works in the normal world. You know, like in the real world. Oh, they gonna hate my ass, man. They're going to hate my ass. They're going to be like, you need to educate yourself. I'm like, no, you need to log off. You need to fucking log off and come to the real world. This is not how we fucking talk. We don't talk like this shit. Y'all do on this fucking internet bullshit. But real people? I never heard that term before in my life. I don't even know what that shit is. Oh, you're a cis male. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, Gibby's a gaming channel. Oh, brother. Let me see what you. Let me see. I want to let me go to normally when I click on the thing, it should just go to the channel, but it's not doing that. Oh, second, Gibby, let me see, cause you do look familiar. There you are. I have seen your symbol before, man. Bam. And bam. Wait, who is this? Wait, hold up a second. I'm gonna have to be on my other thing. Hold up a second, bro. But I have seen you before. Yeah, log off, touch some grass. You need Control Alt Delete for real. I don't understand that, man. Like I said, that's the reason why I like being born back in the time I was born, because I don't have to. I feel bad for this younger generation of people because they don't really understand how life was before this shit. That's why people hate, like, especially this internet culture, they hate people like me because they know we're not going to conform. We've seen how life was before this weird ass shit was happening. So they can't brainwash me. Like, so I use this terminology a lot too, though, when it comes to, you know, how people like us think and what they're trying to do. Thanos said it perfectly. You can't build shit off of, you know, you can't create something from a world that already exists, you have to destroy the previous one, because there's always going to be ones that remember how it was before than what it could be. That's me that he's talking about. He will have to kill me because I will ruin the new world, because the new world is something else entirely. But the new world can't exist when people like me exist in it, because I remember what it was before. That's what these people are trying to do with people like us. That's why they call us boomers. They have to label us too. But I'm like, no, what y'all trying to do is fucking weird. But it's easy to manipulate kids who were born into the shit, because this is the only reality that they know. The more as time goes by, the greater my love and appreciation back in the 80s and 90s, 2000s. Bro, for real. I've seen it like I'm only 24. Yeah, you caught on quick. Real talk, we do need more allies, man. But we need more people who's able to, who just doesn't give a fuck. There's too many people. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not even going to be shaming them for it though, right? There's people who just want to live life normally. I get that. That's fine. Not everybody has to be a fighter. But because I don't give a shit, that's what I'm going to use to my advantage. But there are people who do give a shit. People don't want to be, like in a spotlight, who, like to be hated, be looked at in a wrong light and stuff like that. Like, it's not, like, it's not for everybody. Like, it's stressful as fuck to even deal with this shit for normal people. But for me, like, it's nothing to me. I can care less. Like, if 100 people was looking at me at the same time basically saying I was wrong, I don't care. But some people will take that shit to heart. They'll be like, oh man, this shit is terrible. I don't like it when people look at me like that. I get it. I get it. But we are going to need more allies, though. We're going to need more people who just don't give a fuck. Now, how many of y'all are 24 years old? I was watching old Jack in the Box, the box commercials. Some of those would get, most of the commercials back in the day would get completely waxed. Most of that shit would. I forgot, there was this one commercial that was back in the day that was extremely, now that I look at it now, like, see, when I was younger, I didn't think nothing about it. But when I got older, and of course the climate that it is right now, you got TikTok and shit revisiting my stuff back in the day, and they like, bro, could you imagine this shit was, and I'm like, hey, that's a commercial I remember. I forgot what it was, but it was a radio commercial. Like, hearing that commercial, like, in today's climate, just blew my mind. I'm like, how come I never even, but that's because we're more sensitive now. But I was like, I thought nothing of this, though. That's because there wasn't nothing of it. We made it something. Well, I agree with you, Jay, but you have to understand, like, all these YouTubers are shills. They are being bought, and they never touch these subjects. They want to touch these subjects with a 10-foot pole. Mainly because, too, like, they think it's going to affect their growth. Like, they think that it's going to affect their future businesses, like in endeavors and stuff. They're trying to do it to where they're trying to be as neutral as possible. Being neutral is safe. So they think that being neutral is going to help them out, but they don't realize, most people don't realize, YouTube is all about authenticity. People can tell in a second whether you're authentic or not. Completely in a second. But if you bring up something, let's just say if you built your audience off of being neutral throughout your entire life, right? And then all of a sudden you want to chime in on a subject that is not neutral. The fan base you already have already know you as being neutral, so they're going to crucify you if you say anything that is not in the same spectrum as what you were saying before. That's why I start off like this. This might be the hardest way to start off, but I don't care. Because the people that's going to be on my back, the people who know me, they know that this is just, This is just Jay from the beginning. Jay hasn't changed. Jay is never going to change. But people start their shit off wrong constantly. Do not be neutral. Be your fucking self. There's people with 1 million followers that are actually experiencing this fall off right now because they built their audience off of being neutral. Being neutral is not going to help you in the long run. I'm sorry to say. That mask is going to fall off. You're going to reveal who you really are underneath eventually. It's going to happen. And then when that day comes, you better hope your fan base respects it. Like accept it or something like that. Because if they don't, you crucified your career because you was never yourself. Y'all gonna get 100% me at the very beginning. He said, yep, like it's easy for me to tell someone when someone's being authentic. Holding back or fake. A lot of people like encounter tend to hold back their opinions to be fake. Yep, because they worried about that. They worried about that money. Like are building up their audience. Like are not trying to upset people. I'm too old for that. I don't care about not being accepted. I really don't care. And you shouldn't either. Most people shouldn't care about that. Because at the end of the day, there's a community for everybody. There's literally a community for everybody. You do not want to have the wrong audience. You want to gain the audience that's going to be there for you at the end of the day. Sorry about these ads, people. For real. I'm sorry. Only anime I watch is Cowboy Bebop, Berserk, Dragon Ball Z, and Evangelion. Those are some good ones too. Those are some good ones. Don't be ashamed about that, man. Like you got some good ones. Cowboy Bebop is legendary, absolutely. I miss being genuinely honest. Don't miss it, man. Just be it. Appreciate it, Gabriel. You got to be yourself, man. I'm telling you. Yep, I just call it like what it is. Yeah, King always been like that. Like, I've been noticing that for a long time. King just say it like it is. Best thing anyone could do is accept themselves. Looking for acceptance can lead you into the wrong crowd. Absolutely. And then you will look back and be like, how the fuck did I get here? And now it's harder to leave because you're there. Now everybody thinks you're one of them. So if you stand up and say, hey, like I don't want to be here no more, you will get crucified. They'll put your ass on a stake and be like, you're a traitor. I'm like, no, I never liked y'all. Then why'd you be a part of the group? And now people don't respect you because they know you're a crowd follower. Solo Leveling, I still gotta watch that shit too though. My brother got the entire manga. He got the whole thing. I think his girl actually bought it for him too though. He actually had that shit before it even came out. And he like, bro, you should check this shit out. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check it out eventually. You know that's code word for probably never. I can care less. Like money route to evil because they let the glory consume. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't. That's why like I would donate to the business for creators. Never get too rich and always improve the community. You always look. That's smart. What do you call it? Reallocate, right? When you reallocate your funds. That's what you do when it comes to investing into the market anyway. That's a very smart tactic. You reallocate your funds. Yep, you invest it back into the community, and that way it's just growing, and it's a constant stream of cash that just constantly gets used for a good purpose and a good reason. It's never a waste of money. Oh, the Berserk manga. I gotta buy that shit too, though. I got the One Piece manga, though. Are you the only artist in your family, Jay? Yes, I'm the only artist, unfortunately. It sucks. Because I have nobody to talk to about art shit, nothing. Nobody in my family even knows anything about art. So, whatever I did, I had to learn myself. No mentors, no nothing. Just pure fucking, you know. It is what it is, though. It was fun. I get to teach myself a little bit. Do you have a portfolio of all these drawings? Yeah, I do. I got a shit ton, actually. Like, those that get sold, get sold. If they don't, they don't. I'll just bring them to a convention or something. But I'm going to show you how much I got right now on me. These were just from last year alone. This is how many. Yeah. This is how many. And I gotta get these things actually laminated though. But there's a lot of them. A shit ton of them actually. I like doing these things though. Like, these things are good practice though. Like, that's basically what I started this JT Tuesday for. It's just to practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't meant to sell, none of that stuff. But I kept getting asked, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like, are you selling these stuff? So I was like, you know, fuck it, whatever. Like, I might as well just do it. So that's the only reason why, like, I do sell these. But I don't even, but I didn't start these things off to sell them at all. I was just like, whatever. I'll do it for fun and to, you know, to teach me about Copics and stuff. Because, like, so I was just straight digital at first. And then I taught myself how to do Copics. That's the reason why I started this. That's right, Gabriel. I finally got people to talk to art about for real. Because, bro, I just had knowledge just in my head just for no reason. Without nobody to share it to. Because, like, around me, like, you know, like, I hate to say this, but it's just the truth. I got nothing but hood niggas around me. Constantly. They don't want to hear this shit. They want to hear it a little bit more now since they know that I got a social media, you know, presence. So that's why, like, they want to know more about it. Because they're like, oh, this shit actually can get you. I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, okay, so what does this mean? I'm like, you don't even want to. Nigga, stop asking me that. That's just how I am, man. For like, I don't like bullshit, like, and fakeness and stuff. So I'd be like, bro, like, if you wasn't interested before, don't ask me now. It's cool. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. I'm pretty sure you can tell we done right now. Our girl is finished. Superstar Dallas, what is up? Yeah, we do gotta do a meet and greet one day too, though. Like, so I'm probably gonna do it at a convention, but I gotta get this family shit out the way too. That's the reason why I haven't done that one convention this year. I had 3 lined up, but I had family shit go down and it just fucked up everything. But it is what it is. That shit was important, so that had to get done. But hopefully I can come up with another convention date to where I get to, you know, probably be somewhere neutral, like New York or something like that. That's where I want to go, and then we all can, you know, do a meet and greet and probably go eat, do whatever the fuck. This is shit I've been trying to plan with my Discord group. But yeah, we done right now, people. I'm about to fucking hop off. About to check out that Stellar Blade shit that just dropped today. And we'll see you guys probably tomorrow, because we're going to finish that Resident Evil playthrough. And then after that, Thursday is going to be the Elden Ring walkthrough. I can't wait to do that shit. So appreciate you guys for coming by, man. Appreciate the donations I received. I'm about to hop off and eat and play some Stellar Blade and just relax for the rest of the day. You guys have a good one, man. Enjoy y'all day. Peace. And stay hydrated. Fuck this heat.